Your trusted connectivity partner, Telkom Business, proudly brings you the Entrepreneurial SME Show.
Welcome to the Entrepreneurial SME. I am Rams Mabote. This week we feature the founder of Healthy 365, Grace Nhlapo, who has put her own signature in the South African health and beauty spa industry. But before we get to it, let's look at what her business is all about.
My name is Grace Nhlapo. I'm the founder and owner of Healthy 365. Healthy 365 is a wellness and health business as well as a beauty business. We do nails, we have a nail bar, we have a hair salon, and we have a spa as well. And then from a wellness point of view, we focus on individuals and corporate companies where we do wellness days, we develop wellness programs for companies. So I launched the business in 2014, so that's been 10 years. And over the 10 years, it's taken different shapes and forms. It started off as a bootcamp business after I qualified to become a certified bootcamp instructor, and then I added other services. I added a mobile spa. I've always just struggled with weight growing up. You know how most teenagers would just always want to look better. Back in 2008, I got to a stage where I was at my biggest, and people who've seen me in my weight loss journey started asking, Grace, please help us lose weight. And I would assist people, and they were like, but Grace, you're so good at this. You should run it as a business. And that's when I actually went to go get qualified. And later on, you know, all these years later, it's now what I do for a living. So I reopened the doors again of Healthy 365 last year, Mother's Day, in the form of a mobile spa that then later became this outlet that you now see, and also still partnered with other companies and individuals. Look, if I were to give an outlook in terms of the growth trajectory, it's looking quite positive. We're seeing a really good, steady growth and progress. We've got really good clientele from an individual customer point of view that walks into the customer. We're busy Tuesdays until Sundays. And then from a company and corporate point of view, we've been able to do work for the likes of Bidvis Laundry, Vereniging Mediclinic Hospital, where we do, you know, regular wellness events for them. So, you know, from an individual customer and a corporate point of view, we've been seeing growth. So when someone thinks about health, when someone thinks about wellness, I see them thinking about Healthy 365 because of the strides we would have been able to achieve over the period of 5 years. When companies want to do initiatives that will enable their staff to find a, you know, work-life balance and be able to find their balance and their wellness, I see Healthy 365 being part of those boardroom discussions and really a pioneer in wellness from an individual and a corporate standpoint.
That's amazing, Grace. I couldn't help myself. I wanted to say amazing, Grace. Good evening and thank you very much for joining us. Have you always been in this industry?
Look, I think from 2008, I've always kind of, not even kind of, I started my weight loss journey in 2008. And after my weight loss, look, these things, you have to make it a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to keep the weight off if you don't. And so it's become a lifestyle over, I mean, if you think about 2008 to date, wellness is part of who I am.
Yes. You
know, I don't finish a conversation without bringing it up.
What did you do before you got into this business?
So I used to be in corporate. I've worked for advertising agencies. I've worked for a few banks.
Yeah.
I've been in marketing, basically.
Fascinating that right at the beginning you allude to the fact that you started this business a decade ago, walked away from it, and you were pulled back by other people, not yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, on 2 occasions, it was other people that saw something I did not see. Initially, after I lost weight, as I said on the clip, people said, Grace, you're so good at helping people lose weight.
Yeah.
Do something about it, you know. And I did that. And then I left because of COVID. When I come back as a mobile service, again, people were like, Grace, we want an outlet. When are you opening an outlet? So it's always just been people seeing this thing that I'm not seeing that basically pulled me into it.
Who are these people? And I suppose my question means, who is your customer?
So my customer is someone who has a desire, who sees wellness. You know, look, wellness is very expensive. Yeah. Let's be clear about it. It's someone who sees wellness and thinks that I can't attain that.
Yeah.
And then they see Grace, someone who they can chat to on a day-to-day, and they're like, oh, but she's doing it so well.
Yeah.
I see her company servicing normal Joe soap.
Yeah.
None of those extravagant things. Maybe let me go try her out. Maybe let me go see. So that's my obvious typical consumer who then wants to be introduced into this wellness lifestyle.
Would you say it has helped you, the fact that you inadvertently so became the model of your own business?
Absolutely. Because there's a difference between, I think, yes, absolutely, we want to study and be great about these the things that we want to do. However, if you speak from the heart, if you speak from something you've experienced, something that you live, something that's part of who you are, that's part of your DNA, people trust you even more.
It is a very diversified business that you run, right? It's a spa, it's a health, it's advice, it's a mobile business. Where's the core business?
The core business, I would say, it's around wellness. The other pieces of beauty is parts that support the business.
Yeah.
The core business is wellness for individuals and companies. So for individuals' point of view, it's people who want to come and relax at a spa after a long day, come and relax and get their feet done, their massages done. But over and above that, it's people who want to, be part of this whole wellness movement. Mm-hmm. Part of what I do also is host boot camps at the outlet.
Yeah.
So people who also want to come and exercise. So that's number one. Number two is it's the corporate company that wants to maintain wellness and well-being within their company. We know how stressful corporate jobs can be.
Yeah.
So there are companies that wellness is quite a big, important part of their mandate, right? So those are my core customers from a business point of view, those who want to drive wellness within their businesses.
Some of those businesses which you mentioned in the insert are not small, right? Why would they choose Healthy 365? Because normally they would go for bigger players who've been in the game for much longer, much more resources. Why do you think they choose you?
So, look, in the conversations that I've had, to be honest, with both of them, again, it goes back to what we spoke about initially. I saw you talk about health, wellness. I saw you speak about health. I've seen your journey. I see your passion. I see what you do about wellness. And so I thought, come, let's work with you. So again, third time around, it's what everybody sees.
So starting a business may sound romantic as you put it. Somebody watching us, it feels so great. But it had to have taken you a bit. Money, time. How did you put it together?
Oh, my word.
In 1 minute.
Oh, my God. It takes a lot of money, courage. I've had friends say, Grace, you are super brave for doing this. But for me, it was a case of, it's either now or never. If I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it again. One day I'm going to wake up, I'll be 50, and I won't have the energy or the money. Yeah. So I had to jump and take that risk and just move with faith, because I've been doing it. I've been in it for 10 years. Yeah. Literally, I started in 2014. Yeah. It's 2024. And I was like, it's 10 years now. Maybe after 10 years, it's time to actually have an outlet. It's time to move it to the next level.
The inventory that you had to acquire to run this business, have you at least recovered your money on the inventory, let alone the profit?
So at this stage, I'm probably plus minus about 3 months away from breaking even.
Beautiful.
So it hasn't been easy at all, but I'm about 3 months away from breaking even.
So I wanted to take a break and come back and talk about the industry in general and where you see opportunities and dangers and perhaps the lessons you can live with other people in your space, right?
Perfect.
So when we come back, we speak more with Grace Nhlapo. Don't touch that button.